here. Today I'm going to talk about genealogy a little bit. We have a great collection in our nonfiction section of books about researching your family history. And that can come in many forms. So whether you've decided to do a DNA test, an at-home DNA test, and get your results and want to learn more about the parts of the world that your family is from, or whether you want to go old school and look at records, vital statistics, census records, things like that to try to determine, who your ancestors are, or whether you want to come at it from a creative perspective and make a family quilt and each square represents a different person in your family. We've got books for all of those different types of research and projects. So up first I have the Family Tree Guide to DNA Testing and Genetic Genealogy. This is great. It actually talks a little bit about, a lot of it about genome sequencing and how DNA tests work. There are different kinds of tests. Men can find out a little bit more currently than women because they've got the Y chromosome and there's additional testing for that. So this is very, very interesting. And it also talks about some of the ethical considerations of DNA testing and some of the social concerns about it. So you want to be prepared before you take a DNA test because I found out that it's a crazy high percentage of people who find out something they did not know about their family when they do a DNA test. So that's an important consideration. And then I have Mastering Online Genealogy. This is a great guide for navigating those databases like Ancestry, Heritage Quest, Family Search. Family Search is actually free. That is run by the Church of Latter-day Saints out of Salt Lake City, but they have done a significant amount of research on genealogy, and they have so many records. You don't have to be part of the Mormon Church to utilize that resource. It's a wonderful thing to explore, familysearch.com. And then I have the Researcher's Guide to American Genealogy. I actually just purchased this book for myself, and this is really cool because it tells you about different kinds of records and how to interpret them. Sometimes there are abbreviations you might not understand, or you'll look at a census record and they'll have the columns and you're not sure what HD household is. That would be head of household. This is the book for you if you're an amateur genealogist just kind of starting out, because it's comprehensive. And then I've got Reading Early American Handwriting. And this book I think is so cool because it actually helps you understand how script was written back, especially in the early days of this country during colonial times. And that can be super helpful when you're conducting genealogical research because a lot of their documents were handwritten. Obviously, they didn't have typewriters, and they can be hard to decipher. So this is a great resource for that part of your journey. All right, well, that's all for me. Take care. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Stay in the know. You can subscribe to the library's monthly email newsletters at goffstownlibrary.com/subscribe, and you can unsubscribe at any time.